Hi Floss Tube, welcome back to my channel. Oh, now you want to come back. So this is a special edition. This is a stash dive into my fabric stash. And I have both fabric that I have in kits but not started, and then my boxes of fabric. And I'm just gonna hold up. So this is stuff that I have partially kitted or fully kitted, and it's got fabric. I left the ones that don't have fabric, but usually there's not that many of them, or they're like, it's just white, or it was on perforated paper as a kit or something like that. I left those. And then I have my boxes of fabric, which you can see is a lot. I think I have a problem. But I don't, and I'm not trying to do this in any way to be like, oh, look at all the things that I have or anything like that. This is one of the areas that I really like collecting the fabric and figuring out what really I want to do on a certain project and things, and I've built up a stash of it over the last year and a half. And I know Julie made a comment on my last floss tube or two ago from a couple weeks ago, and I responded, it's like, yeah, I'm such a fabric hoe. I think that, I don't mean that in a negative way, I keep buying fabric and I keep getting more fabric and putting more into my stash of stuff. And no, I messaged Julie about it. I was like, do you think I should do a video where I just go through my fabric? And she sent me a picture of a conversation that she had with Noah Stitches, who also, I talk to and friends with on Virtual Stitchers, and we do, we talk on Instagram and all that, and they were just talking about, yeah, Matt should do a stash dive of his fabric and everything. It's like, this is weird. I think my ears are burning. So that's what we're doing. Also, you'll see that I have touched, I'm reaching up to the camera because I misplaced my little clicky. I don't know where it is, and I didn't want to wait to find it, and so pardon the reach, but that's gonna happen. And okay, so I think I'm gonna start with the ones that are in kits first, and I'll show you what I'm doing to the extent that I have it. I didn't grab the pattern. So this I just talked about in my last floss tube. This is 32 count Lugana opalescent in Reef, which is I'm going to be using on the new Bella Filipina Triton. It's going to be going like this, or at least vertically. I don't know which direction. Probably this one though. But he is going to be gorgeous. I think the opal is going to really make him stand out. He doesn't have a whole lot of beads compared to a lot of other ones, but it's going to be a good project. So that's the first one. And just I'm not counting fabric. I counted whips the last time I did a special edition, but we're not doing that this time. Okay, this is Vintage Country Mocha in 32 count Lugana. And this is what I have to do Pandemic on. I haven't started it yet, but this is the plan. And for this one, I'll show you the floss that I've got. I don't know when I'm gonna start it, but I bought Pride from Mrs. Sadis, which is a nice rainbow color. It's probably the closest you can get to a true rainbow in any kind of floss dyer. And I bought a hank of it, and I think it would be great for Pandemic. I was planning to do the main part, the border and most of the stuff in Pride, and then use some different threadworks and some other colors to kind of do accents, or maybe I don't know, a dark color or something to throw to. I haven't really finished my idea yet, so but I do this is I think it's Weigert, maybe it's Witchell, I don't remember who makes it, but it is printed, the modeling effect is printed on it, which is why it's a Vintage Country Mocha instead of just Mocha. But the back is just plain you know, this color. So the modeling gets printed on one side, and you can use it, you know, use that side. It's cheaper to buy this than a hand-dyed fabric, and with such a large piece, I wanted to do 32 count with 2 strands, and this is the option that I went with. You know, you could go an Ada or something like that, but I wanted to get something that I could get quite a bit of it, and it wouldn't be that crazy. And because I was going rainbow, I was like, I don't need a lot of colors to mess around with that, and I think this will be a great background to the rainbow of Pride. So, which I still really like. I'm not sure if I want to do that for Pandemic, though. We'll see. This is still, all of my like kitted stuff is hypothetical until I start putting stitches in, and sometimes I restart because the fabric doesn't work, or you know, I need to change or whatever. Okay, the next one, this was going to be the first Bella Filipina that I did, but I have upped Triton into the mix because he needs to be done. But this is Queen Sari, which is a beautiful woman of Middle Eastern descent. It's based off of a myth from, this is the queen descends with her fiery golden wings harnessed from the blazing sunset of the Orient. Her beauty is inspired by the legendary bird of the Moranos, the Sari monarch, a symbol of good fortune. The bold colors, patterns, embellishments reflect the rich culture and great artistry of the southern Philippines. So, Filipino. But she is pretty, and there's a lot of colors to her, and I didn't want to really do much except kind of have a nice, I didn't want to do white, but something. So this is a 32 count Jobelin in Honey from Be Stitch Me, which I had special ordered. And it is, I mean, I special ordered it. I ordered it off the website. It's not like I had to do a special cut or anything, but it's a nice, you know, neutral color with a little bit of modeling to it. Very pretty. And I think she will stand out great on that one. That one I am all in. I just need to get all the floss and do all that stuff, but it's kind of focusing on getting some more things done this next year, hopefully, with my Whip Go projects. Okay, next up, this is what I have for End of Forest Grew. Just another big one. You need a half yard to do this. So I had ordered from Fortnite Fabrics a while ago, and this is from their spring collection. It's Moccasin, which is a nice tan. I think that will be a great background to the multi-green forest and everything in it. Yeah, so I like that pattern a lot. I will be changing the inside. The scripture verse is just not something that I would want to do. But I've played somebody suggested it. I was thinking maybe trying to rechart some like Latin names of, or scientific names of the like trees, some of the trees that I like. So that's kind of my plan. There's also a really cool Secret Garden quote that somebody has charted up, that's an option as well. This is Sakura from Autumn Lane Stitchery, and I don't have all the floss, but she is a beautiful geisha. Well, I'll show you. It's in black and white though, so that is sort of what but just imagine colors. That is Sakura. She's beautiful, and the called for is a pink, I think by Picture This Plus, or no, it's Picture This Plus. But I had this from Fortnite. This is fuchsia, one of the colors from the monthly selection, and I think she will be great on this. So when I get around to starting another one, I have all these big projects, and I have some stuff started, and then I mean, I did get quite a bit of stuff finished. Ooh. I'll have to do like a year in the review or something at the end, or maybe at the beginning of next year, but that's for another day. Okay, next up, if you've seen my last floss tube, I started Miss Christmas Eve. These are two that I kind of picked to go in kind of companionship with her. Like when I get all three of them done, these are ones that I want to put up for the holidays for Christmas time. And this is Holly by Nor Corbett and Inkberry Holly, two fairy ladies that are you know, holly and Inkberry Holly. I think it just seemed like festive and Christmas appropriate. So I got, this is a 32 count Jobelin in Frost from Bestitch Me. And this is definitely big enough that I could do both of them on it. So I'm planning to do both of them on this fabric. And yeah, I might even fit a third one. These are big, the Jobelin cuts are big. So I don't know what I would put on here as a third one, but the way most Mirabilias are big enough that you need a full fat quarter. Not all, but a lot of them you need like a fat quarter of fabric. And a lot of the Nora Corbett's you can fit two if you're strategic with the way you put them, or pick two of them. Some two will not fit together, but some are a little bit thinner, and so you could put like one this way and one this part of the, it may not fit on a fat 8th, but you could make it work where one is a lot smaller. Okay, this is another Mirabilia. This is Miss Dancing Flower. She's a beautiful geisha that Nora put out this year. Augie is really tearing up a toy, so if you hear a little like or sounds of destruction, that's Augie. But he's good. It's his toy. It's not one of mine, so we're all good here. But Sea Glass is the fabric that I chose to do this on, and it's also a 32 count Jobelin. And I ordered this off of Brandy's website. It's a beautiful seafoamy green with some modeling to it. It's pretty similar to the called for, I think. I think that'll look great for Miss Dancing Flower. Okay, next up, this is Who's There by Satsuma Street. I've had this pattern a while, and I've had the fabric for it. I just haven't got around to stitching it. This is a cute 4 owls and a tree. It's Satsuma Street, so it's bright colors. There's a lot of colors to it, and I picked some bright... Oh, I've got 2 fabrics in here. Sometimes I put 2 in here when I'm deciding I don't know what I want to do yet. So the first one I have is Dreamsicle. This was a fabric of the month, and this is a 32 count Jobelin. No, Lugana, which is a nice creamy orange with some modeling. I have another Bestitch Me fabric that is Happy, and this is also a 32 count Lugana, and I got this in a Friday Night Fight Night a while ago, or maybe it may have been even before that. It may have been, I think it was, but it was like before there were like thousands of people that were involved in this, when it was like a few hundred of us, and you could like take some time to look at the pictures before you decide on what you want. They didn't just all go, but it's a beautiful piece, and I don't think I ordered that. Anyway, so that is that one. We're about a third of the way through the project, so I'm trying to talk fast, so I apologize if it's too fast for you, but I'm just trying to get through what we got. Okay, this is Red Geisha, by Joan Elliott. Apologies for the glare, but I picked this up this year, and then I have picked this beautiful Hibiscus fabric from Brandy at Bestitch Me. I think this light purple and colors to it will be great. This is in a Lugana, 32 count, just kind of my jam as far as the even weaves go. I do have some 28, you'll see, but most of my stuff is in 32. And okie dokie. Oh, this is another Satsuma Street. Wait, I have two different. Oh, I don't have the picture. Just have the pattern. Okay, this is Autumn Bird, which is by Satsuma Street. I don't have the picture. I just have the pattern. So I have a 32 count Toast Lugana, which is another beautiful. This is one of my favorite colors from her. She created it a while ago, but it's just gorgeous. I think this side kind of has even better effect to it. But I love it. It's great. It looks really great on linen and Aida. The even weave is a little bit more washed out, but it's still a beautiful color. This pattern uses almost the exact same color palette as the forest pattern that she has. And so that one is also on Toast, and so I wanted to do both of them because I think they would be great together. I'm thinking as pillows, like bolster kind of pillows, or not, maybe kind of oblong, but not a bolster, but that's my initial plan, but we'll see. I don't have the sewing skills to do that myself, and this is another one that's just the pattern. Okay, the next one I have, this is also by Satsuma Street. It's the Garden Party, and she has it in two different colorways. There's a cool and a warm, and you can buy them in one pattern where you get both colorways. I like it a lot, and I plan to stitch it both ways. And I got a piece of 32 count Jobelin, and it's longer, and it's big enough that I could do both of them on the same fabric, and it's like an octagonal shape, and so I want to do it like that. Maybe it's a hexagon, whatever. I want to do it in that shape as a pillow, and I think it's octagonal, yeah. And then, so both sides be the same. And so I got this Beachfront, which is another great neutral from Brandy at Bee Stitch Me. And it's in the Jobelin. It's big enough that I could do both of them on it. And you know, it's the same piece of fabric. I won't have to worry about different dye lots, or they're not the same, you know, we do them. And I want to do it a pillow that is, on one side it has it, and then on the other side it has it, and then, like, you know, it has, you do this stuffing up through the side or whatever, but it's like, it's not just, it's got like a, how do I say that? It's not like a side like this, but like this, you know, where it's got, like, you know, an edge to it that's flat. This is not my area of expertise, so I don't have the words to talk about it. But one of the ways that she finished one of them, I think it's the warm one, was in a pillow like what I want to do. But when she did that, she did it on big, I think it was like 7 count or maybe 18 count linen or something really big, where it made it a lot bigger than the other one. I don't think it was linen, I think it was something else. But okay, this is one of my Dimensions kits that I have, and I want to change out the fabric. This is Elegance of the Orient. This is a beautiful geisha woman, and I've had this kit for years, like 5 or 6 years, maybe 7. I think maybe I got it in 2013, probably. And I have this. This is a pale blue that I got in a Friday Night Fight Night, and I think it will look great I think she will look great on the pale blue versus the cream colored Ada that is supposed to be used for her. So that is my plan. This is also from Be Stitch Me. I got it on Friday Night Fight Night, so that's the main people that I get my fabric from are Brandy, Be Stitch Me, and Fortnite Fabrics, and then a few other. I have some Picture This Plus and some other people like that, and some Witchelt and stuff. But yeah, this is. I don't know if you can still get this without getting it on eBay. I think I looked at it. It was kind of maybe it's like out of print. So I plan on doing it at some point in the future. I have that Samurai, and I bought her when I was working on him, and I was gonna finish them together, or similarly. Okay, this. Okay, this is called Winter Night by Anita X Stitch, or Anita Stitch on Etsy. I bought this last year. I'd planned to start it, and then I didn't. This is an 18 count Ada from Picture This Plus in Mystic, which is a nice dark blue. I really love this color. This is what I'm using for Do Bears by Long Dog, but it's a great color. It's beautiful. Some of the really deep colors, Picture This Plus does really good. I really like those. So this is one of those. And that was back when I only stitched on Ada when I bought that. Or no, maybe not, but I predominantly still stitched on Ada. Okay, this is Murderino by Paper Crane Stitches, which I bought before I knew or ever interacted with Catherine, and she's amazing. And so I haven't listened to it in a long time, and it's something, but I still really enjoy it. I need to be better about getting back into it. This is, sorry, Augie, what are you doing? Hey, come here. What are you doing? You okay? Okay. Sorry about that. So I also got this last year, and this, and the fabric I have in here is Strawberry Shortcake, which this is an 18 count Ada. This was a fabric of the month, I think February maybe. It's pretty, it's really beautiful. The Murderino pattern is not super complicated, so I think this fabric will be a great way to offset that. That dog. He's not doing anything bad. He's just getting out more and more toys from his bed of toys and like tearing them up. He doesn't do this normally unless I'm filming here, I guess. So whatever. But it's on the other side of the Christmas tree, and I couldn't see what he was doing. That's why I called him over. But he's now like pulled it out, so I can see what he's doing. Okay, this is another Anita Stitch, I think. Yeah, Small Winter Village. Oh, come on. Where's the picture? Yeah, which is another one that I got thinking, oh, that's a cute Christmas pattern. I'll do that. I still want to do it. I still want to do both of these. And then I got this. This is 32 count Lugana in Mercedes. And this is from Picture This Plus. It's a nice, pretty, light blue kind of splotchiness to it. I really like it. It's not quite the color that you see on the picture, but I still really like it. And so that's a little piece that I got from 123 Stitch a while ago, and it will fit that one. Oh, this is Do Bears. So I already showed you this, but this is also a Mystic 18 count. I think it's 18. Where's the... Yeah, 18 count Mystic, but I had to get a fat half to do the giant long dog on it. But this is just, isn't that gorgeous? Isn't it beautiful? I mean, I love this color. It's one of those, well, we know I love blue. And look, I'm not even wearing a blue shirt. And not only is this the shirt that I bought, I picked the color for it. Like when we made it in school, I was the one that decided we're going green and we're gonna pick the hunter green. So, you know, I like other colors, but I'm doing that, and I'm doing it with a white Silks for You, and so that'll be great. And this is Dew Bears by Long Dog Samplers. So, apologize for the glare, but it's at night, and it's not always easy getting great light. So, okay. I think we're gonna have to do this in a couple of parts because I haven't even finished the kits yet, and we're coming up on 30 minutes. Okay, this is Spring Blossom by Autumn Lane Stitchery. This is another one of the gorgeous giant patterns from Erin. There's a plan to do several ladies of different seasons. And I think he's drawn up several of them, but he hasn't turned them into designs or cross stitch yet. I have a couple options in here. I have this April Showers from Be Stitch Me. This was the April fabric of the month, and I got this on 32 count Lugana. It's a beautiful light teal. I think it should be great on it. I don't remember what the called for is, but and then this is Sky Blue, which is an 16 count Ada. I think it's big enough. Yeah, it's big enough. But this is also a beautiful piece. And I think I was kind of like, do I want to do an Ada? Do I want to do with more modeling or not? And I hadn't decided, and I haven't started her yet, so the choice is still up in the air. But I kind of forget some of the things that I have in here in the kits. Okay, next up we've got Little Alien Schoolgirl by Ink Circles. And that's what she looks like. It's a, you know, kind of more of a traditional sampler look, but it's science fiction because it's like it's an alien girl doing it. And I have the Called For Weeks Dye Works flosses that I had planned. I bought the kit. No, I bought them up. I kitted it up with that. And then this is Fairy Ring by Fortnite Fabrics in a 32 count Lugana. And it's a beautiful, you know, light, just a little bit of modeling to it. It's pretty. I think that'll work great for that pattern. I think that's kind of it's very close to like kind of the called for color neutralness of it, so I think it'll be great. Okay, next up we've got Peacock and Pomegranate, and this is by Cottage Garden Designs. No, Samplings. Cottage Garden Samplings. And this is what it'll look like. This is a pretty big one. I mean, the pattern itself is not physically large, but it's double-sided, and I do have all the floss for it now. But it's not like a fat quarter will work, but it's not like I don't think you could fit it on an 1/8. This is Biondetto, I think, which is a mushroom. It's a Fortnite fabric of the month. It's a mushroom color. I had several different ones in here, and this is the one I kind of narrowed it down to. I really like this color with the floss and the kind of effect that it looks like. I mean, it's charted to be on Edinburgh raw linen. And yeah, so but it's really pretty. I am really excited to do it at some point. I don't have a plan to start it anytime soon, but it's definitely something that I want to do. If that's, you know, if any of these are things that you have and you want to start sometime, and you want to stitch along, you can send me a message. I'm very easily convinced to do that. As several of you know, because you have done that. This is, Arden Punt is the designer that put this out. This was put out this summer as part of the Diversity and Inclusion SAL, and this is a take on Rosie the Riveter, but there's 4 different versions of her as women of color instead of as white women, and they were all put out. The designer, she put them all out for free. You can get them, you have to go to her Instagram, and I just printed out that. So you get this is the one that I was planning to do, is the African American woman. And I have Tea Rose, which is a bright yellow that I was planning to do that. It won't take the full fabric, but that was the one that I was gonna use. I think she's gonna be pretty. Yeah. Okay. Last group. Okay. So the next group, these are all ink circles, and they're the elemental dragons. So first up, we've got air, which I am doing with a darker blue, navy, and these are in 40 count Verdal, and these are from Be Stitch Me, and I had Brandy help with, I asked her to kind of come up with some stuff for me. So this is a beautiful navy that she dyed up for that, and I'm using a light colored floss. I haven't decided which one yet, but I've got a couple ideas in here, and that's gonna be for the air. I was kind of like, because air and water, most of the time we think of those things as blue, but like different kinds of blue, or how are we doing that? I think Rob Zav Stitches, he was talking about that with how he was going to do those. He's trying to figure it out, and even Tracy Horner, who is Ink Circles, the designer, she was talking about she worked on air and water together because she wanted to make sure that they were different from each other enough that they, would stand out. I said the next ones were that, but I had stuff out of order. Okay, next up we have fire. And that's how this one looks. And I've got earth going, so, and this is Phoenix, which is also a Verdal, bright, yellow with some red to it. It's a beautiful fabric. And then I'm going to use a dark, bright red. This is some hand-dyed from Orlando cotton floss that I was going to use on that. I think that will be great for fire. So that's the current plan. Things change, until it actually starts to get stitched. This is the current plan, but, we do things a little differently. Okay, now water. So this is water. It's definitely different from the way air looks, and I am doing it kind of reverse. I'm doing a light colored fabric and then a dark colored floss. So this is the fabric that I've picked. But I'm doing them all on 40 count Verdal because I wanted them all to be the same size, even though they're different, going to be different colors and different, have different looks to them. What are you doing? And then I've got a couple different threadworks picked out to possibly use. This dark one here at the end, I've used with my blueprint to Rainbow City, and I love it. But I have a couple other ones picked because I'm not sure what I'll want to do on it. But yeah. Okay. Next up, I kitted up. I was talking about, that was in my other floss tube. Sorry, I fill these back to back and I forget when I say what. I've been wanting to do a Biscornu for a while, and I have several of them from Tiny Modernist. And this is the cardinal one. It's kind of Christmassy. And so I got the stuff to do it, and I just have to do it. And this is 16 count Ada in toast. It's gorgeous. I love this. I think it'll be great to do it on that. I think you can do Biscornu on any fabric, but I wanted to do it on Ada. I don't know why, but that was, in my head, I thought, oh, that'll be good. Maybe because I don't know. Easier to count, possibly. Okay, this is the last one that's kitted. This is Athena Noctua, which is a, it's an owl, and it has like a Greek style to it. It's also by Ink Circles. I have, this is also vintage country mocha, and a smaller piece. I actually bought this because I was like, I think I want to use this for pandemic, but I want to see what it looks like. And I got this other pattern I think it would look great on. So that's it. I haven't started this. This was my alternative owl start for when Becca and I were doing that. I thought about starting this one. I started the forest one instead. There's a couple, I think there's one Gentle Arts that I'm trying to get before I have the DMC alternative pulled, but I'd like to get the Gentle Arts. I think it's cranberry or pomegranate. I don't remember which one, but it's a red color, and it's been very hard to find because it's hard to find any Gentle Arts. Okay, so we're at 36 minutes, and I finished the ones that are in kits, which means the tower of stuff is a lot. So we're going to do this in 2 parts. You will know this already because this will say part 1 and part 2, but I am going to do this, break it up into 2, and they'll be released separately. And yeah, so the way I have my boxes set up, these are like scrapbooking boxes from Michaels. Noah talked about these on his floss tube, Noah Stitches, and I got a couple of these. I've used them for fabric for a while, and then I bought some more recently because I wanted to separate it out kind of differently. But basically I have a box for linen, which is this one, and some random counts and some random things, but like the few pieces of linen are in here. I have a box for Ada. I have a box for Lugana. No, I have a box for Joblin. I have a box for Lugana from Brandy, Bestitch Me. I have a box for Lugana from Fortnite. And I have a box of random other even weave. And a box for 40 count for Doll. There's not much in that because I've got several pieces like in there, and then I have only a few other pieces that I haven't started something on. And I like it, but I'm not super in love with the 40 count. It's smaller. I don't need magnification to see it, but it's more difficult to stitch on. It's not as easy as 32 count. I'll put it that way. So it's not something I'm not by no means changing over. And I do think 40 count linen is probably easier to see the holes because the holes are bigger than on the even weave. It's just the way the fiber is. But anyway, okay, so I'm going to show this because it's 4 pieces and it'll be easy to get through. This is 32 count milk chocolate linen by Witchelt. So it's, just dyed. There's not it's not hand dyed fabric. And that was a gift for Stitchy Kindness from Kate, Stitchy Aardvark, on Instagram, and here she's great. This is my Night Sky, which I showed in my last video. This is from Brandy, Bestitch Me. It's an opal 32 count linen, and I bought a fat half. I didn't realize it was fat half when I said me please, but I'm super happy I did it. It's gorgeous. I love this fabric. I hope when they reformulate the dyes after COVID and all that, it's something that she can make again or similar to. This is a 32 count Murano, and it's an even weave, but it's not. I think this came in an Owl Forest kit, but it's really pretty. It's, there's no like modeling to it or anything, but it's a pretty fabric, and I would definitely stitch on it. So Kate also sent me that, which I really appreciate. So, and then this is 28 count Neptune in Lugana. I think this is one I won as a giveaway, because I don't normally pick 28 counts, but it's really pretty. It's a nice gray-blue. It's more gray than blue. And then this is Phoenix. This is in 27 count Linda, which is another Zweigart fabric. It's 27 count even weave. So this is a beautiful, you can see this is a little bit different than that Verdal one. The dye came out a little bit, the red came out a little bit brighter here, but still, I still like the other one. I think it'll work better actually. This is Granite, 28 count Lugana, which I think I also won as another giveaway winner from Friday Night Fight Night, or buying from Brandy in her weekly giveaways that she does sometimes. She doesn't do them every week, but she does them on Friday Night Fight Night weeks. So there's that. And then, okay, this is 25 count Sapphire or Azure. I think it's Sapphire. I had bought this. This is a giant piece. I had bought it to do a hade on, and then I realized, why am I doing a hade on the colored fabric? And most of the colors are blue. It's really hard to see. You can see I still have a little bit that I have not picked out. That's the back of it, but it's a pretty color. I definitely will do some stuff on it. I've got a piece of it cut out to do, and it's 25 count, to do some 1/1 for an ornament, a Baby Yoda ornament. This is a little piece. I bought some pieces of 25 count because I was just trying to see what I liked. This is Ash Rose Lugana, 25 count. This is 25 count Red Lugana. It's just called Red, by Witchelt or Zweigart or somebody. I got it from 123 Stitch, and it's pretty. And then I have a little piece of 28 count Easy Guide Magic Grid. I think it's Easy Guide, but I've cut up some pieces for some hades, or full coverage pieces. Not all of them are hade, but and I had a little extra, so I put it in here, and put one of my little tags on it so I know it's 28 count. But it's just this odd strip, and I'm like, I'm sure I can find stuff to do with that, but it's, you know, maybe I'll try dyeing at some point and, you know, dye over the gridding, or I don't know. But yeah, so that's the linen box. So I think there are 7 boxes, 6 left. This is the Ada box. So this is Fortnite Fabrics Deep Fried. I just showed this in my most recent floss tube, but I've already put it in here, so we're gonna show it again. Nice pretty brown. This is 16 count Ada the Greens, just also from Fortnite Fabrics. '16 count Lagoon Ada, and this is, I think, yeah, Picture This Plus. And I just bought this little piece from 123 Stitch a while ago. 18 count Herald, which I really like. I have my Hello Dear on another piece of this, which is really pretty. I've also thought about do bears in this color, maybe another long dog in that as the fabric. This is, oh, nope. Stellar by Be Stitch Me. This was an 18 count Ada, and it's opal, and I ordered it. I had ordered it to do Hello Dear on, but the colors just didn't really work. I started it, and then I stopped it and picked it, and yeah. This is Twinkle by Be Stitch Me. This is on an 18 count Ada. It's a pretty color, you know, combination of colors. I like a lot of the way Brandy's able to do those dyes that way. This is, it doesn't have a name. No, it doesn't even have a card anymore. This is, I think it's just blue-green. So this is a 16 count Ada, I'm pretty sure, from Be Stitch Me. I got this a while ago because I used it for Christmas presents last year. This is Earth and Sky, 18 count Ada by Mountain Air Hand-Dyed Fabrics, and I got this from Garon Toten Bags, Garon Stitchery, which is a beautiful blue with some brown to it. I really like that color. It's a great combination they have there. And I know Gary and I think EJ have a couple different things on it. I think theirs is not Ada though, but this is Fall from Be Stitch Me. It's a great, like, gray and red. I kind of thought about doing something like this for the Fire Dragon from Ink Circles, but I went a different direction, as you saw. But it's a great color. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do with it yet, but and this is Autumn. I've got several pieces of this in different fabrics, but this is in an 18 count Ada. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I have a 32 count that 16 count Ada that I'm doing the new normal on by Long Dog, and it's gorgeous. This is 18 count Ada, and it's purple, pink, blue. It is from Brandy at Be Stitch Me. I also used this for Christmas presents last year, so I know it's older. I have a little piece of ornament cuts or grab bag of Ada, just a little piece of purple. There's no names on these, but I've used quite a bit of it. Yellow, tie-dye. Similar to that is this one, the Breonna Taylor pattern. This little gray, teal. There's not much modeling to that one, and then green. But she did these last year as part of a giveaway, I think she did, and I won this one. It was an Ada grab bag. Nice, you can do, there's great, like you could do a, you can do different, not colors, but ornaments on it. It's a great color variety. This does not have a name, but I think it's pretty similar to Ocean Blue, I think. This is a 18 count Ada from Brandy. I love that fabric. This is Victory, which is in 16 count Ada. Nice. I mean, you gotta do something like with one color or something, but this is just, when you want the fabric to speak, this is one of those that you can use. It's gorgeous. This is Atlantis, which was a fabric of the month, maybe March, because I switched to Ada, from Ada to, maybe it was January. I don't remember, but this is Atlantis. It's a great blue and green color to it. I think you can get this one in her shop or on the website. I think she's, it's one that you can order. Most of her fabric of the months make it to the website. Not all the ones in the boxes do. And then I've just got some scrap white Ada that I have down there, and I'm not going to pick it up, besides what I already did. But yeah, so that's my Ada box. So it's quite a bit of Ada, but it's definitely not the majority. I mean, I still stitch on Ada quite a bit, but it's not the majority. Maybe it won't be part 2. You'll know. Either there's 2 parts or there's not. Okay, this is my Verdal box, and there's only 3 pieces. So this is another light blue I ordered when I ordered the navy and this light blue. Brandy dyed up a few different ones, and I picked 3 that I liked. I liked 2 of the light blues, so this one I got, but I wasn't going to use it for the dragon, but I'll use it for something else. And then this is Sunset, which is also a beautiful red and pink, gorgeous color. Peachy, there's a peachness to it. And then this is Autumn, which you've seen already in something else, but it's a nice, I mean, just the way it dyes on this, it's gorgeous. This is just, I love this color, the way she did it. So, those are, there's not as many of them, but you can see those. And then, okay. We'll see. This is Fortnite Fabrics. This is my Lugana from Fortnite Fabrics box. So first of all, we've got About Time, which this was in my most recent floss tube. This is from their spring collection. Yes, spring summer collection, About Time. This is Grandma's Stuffing, which is from the fall winter collection. And it's a nice golden yellow, beautiful color. This is Mum, which is was one of the fabric of the months from the colorful one. I started in just the colorful club, and then I switched to do colorful and neutral because I wanted some of their neutrals as well. And then this is Dandy Saddle. I don't know, I can't read the writing, sorry. And that is not a read. I don't know, it's cursive and I can't read it, but it's a beautiful color. I love this. And I don't know mushroom names. If I had a better idea of what mushrooms were, then I could tell you what it is. This is Eccentric Sky, which is also from the spring summer collection, which I had ordered a while ago. Beautiful light blue. Yeah. Marigold. A nice yellow, light colored yellow, not too bright, but Morel, which is part of the neutrals. And this one is another one that I really liked. I feel like I may be going too fast, but you can slow it down or you can pause it. Sorry, there's so much. Lancaster. This is also from the colorful one. It's a nice blue purple. So next year I'm in the 2-color colorful one. I think this is one of the few ones that they did that had multiple colors. Most of them were just one color. This is the first one. It doesn't have a tag. I think it's not Amaryllis. Rose? I don't remember the name for the first month, but it's a pink, and it's a pretty pink. I almost used it for it was in the bag at one point for Sakura, but I haven't done that. I took her out because I like the other one, the fuchsia one, much better. Hedgehog, which is a nice neutral with a little bit of tan to it. Morning Glory. It's a beautiful blue. You know me. Of course I love this one. I love them all. I wouldn't have bought the whole year if I didn't. Gladiola? Or Gladiolus? Nice. A little little oranger than Marigold. No. Or Grandma's Stuffin' for that matter. But it's a nice, you know, it's not super bright. It's more kind of golden, but like a little more on the orange side. Burgundy Truffle. Panther Cap, which is another one of the neutrals, and this is more of kind of a grayer one. Verdigris Agaric, which is kind of a green to it. I have used this one, so there's a piece missing. You're like, Matt, when did you do that? I did a gift on it, so I don't have a picture of it. I mean, I do, but it's a nice little piece, and I really enjoyed this one. It's the green to it really helps with different colors. It's really light. I really enjoyed that one. Amaryllis, which is another one of the pinks. They did a little more red to it than pink, but beautiful color. And they didn't write on it. I don't remember what the purple is. It's not iris. Hyacinth? I don't remember. This is one of the first ones. It was like the second month. But it's a beautiful purple. And so yeah, that's those. Very happy with that. Next year I'm just doing one of their fabrics. I'm doing the duo one. I might think about, I think not. I'm trying to figure out. I was thinking maybe doing the opal, because I have enjoyed the most recent thing that I've been stitching on an opal, and do like a Lugana, but we'll see. I don't know that they're going to be cut off from joining. You might be, I don't know. But I could get on a wait list if I change my mind and do that. Okay, this is the Jobelin box, and this is multiple designers, so I will start talking about multiple designers again. This is the first group of them are all from the Winter Solstice box from Bestitch Me. This is my Precious. It's beautiful light blue and kind of tans to it. Reminds me of like the tundra with some snow on it or something. I don't know. That may not be the right words, but and then this is Ledger, which is kind of similar, but a little bit more with like streaks of blue to it. I don't know. And this is Baron. It's nice purple plummy color to it. Winter Solstice, the purple and blue, beautiful. It's also making me, I'm also getting hungry because it's dinner time and I haven't cooked dinner yet. This is Black Ice. This is one of my favorites, two of my favorites. This is, I think, the second favorite, but it's gorgeous. I can definitely see myself ordering more of this if she puts it in the shop, which I hope she does because it's gorgeous. I hope it's not one though that she couldn't get the dye, like if there's a dye problem. So, and then this is Aurora, which is my favorite. It's gorgeous. You see that? You see it? You see it? Sorry, that's a little. Grace Helbig, who's a YouTuber. And okay, this is, and all of it, I don't think I have any 28. I think it's all 32. I'm pretty sure. So this is a no-named one that I got on a Friday night fight night. It's a beautiful blue. A little bit of modeling to it. I did not do that right. How did... wait. This is folded, so... yeah. Okay, sorry. That was not folded like any of the other ones, and it threw me off. Hibiscus. I love this cut fabric. I have several pieces of it. It was a fabric of the month. I got this one in a Friday night fight night. It's gorgeous. I think you can find lots of things to put on this. This is one of my favorite fabrics from her. This is from Hand Dyed by Rolanda, so a different designer. And this doesn't have a name, but she does great, unique pieces, one-offs. She's on Etsy, or she was when I bought this. She's in Canada. And I like that effect for some different things. I don't know what I'm going to stitch on it yet, but... oh, and this is the fabric that started it all. This was the one that everybody was commenting about last time. S'mores. No. That was the Joblin. I may have two s'mores, but yeah, I think I do. Maybe this, I don't remember, but I love this fabric. I think I have two, we'll see. So yeah, I forgot. And this is just pink green, which is really pretty. I think I got that as a giveaway because she doesn't usually sell 8s like that. And then this is a piece of autumn, which is also gorgeous. It's a little bit, you know, on Lugana or Joblin for that matter, or Verdal, it's a little bit more muted because of the way the dye is taken by the fabric, but it's still a beautiful thing. This is from Under the Sea Fabric, and this is Icicle. I ordered this when I ordered the Bewitched for the other one. It's a beautiful, like, light blue, purple, lilac kind of color to it. It's really pretty. There's definitely some Miras or a Mira or like some Nor Corbetts or something like that, a fairy or a couple that would fit great on there. And then I have a piece of Summer Sky Joblin from Witchelt, which I really like this. You know, they do a couple different fabrics like that, like the African Daisy that my blueberry is on. I have some other ones. I don't know all the names of them, but they're really pretty. If you want an alternative to buying from a hand dyer, they are hand dyed or they are listed that way, but they're still pretty reasonably priced, I think. Okay, so that's those. Well, I think it's gonna be less than an hour and a half. So we're gonna be back to one part. Sorry for the back and forth, but yeah. So this is, because this is s'mores in Lugana. So I have it in both, but it's gorgeous. Like, I love that. This is the one that started everything. I ordered the other one. I remember that, yeah. There's a couple. There's another one that I think I wanted to get, Muddy Puddles. It looked really good. That's on the future. This is Scotsman. It's a nice kind of like light denim look to it. I apologize. Wet my whistle there. Okay, yeah, that was another one that I ordered from the Black Friday or Thanksgiving sale. She had some pre-made ones, and then I also ordered this piece of April Showers. Yeah, those three. The three, which I love. April Showers. This is I got it in the month, and then this is also beautiful. It's nice light blue. This is Stellar in Lugana. You saw it in 18 count Opal Ada, but I have it in Lugana, which is beautiful. Pumpkin Pie. This is one of the fabric of the months. Beautiful golden pumpkin pie looking color. I mean, it's pretty on point. And then this is, it doesn't have a name, but I'm pretty sure it's is it Bewitched? Wicked, that's what it was. This was the fabric of the month, I think in October. Maybe not October, but it's a beautiful green. This is Guardian. This was, I think, the fabric of the month last month. It's a little bit more golden than the pumpkin pie. Autumny, which fits for November. Sunburst. This is one of the oldest ones that I ever bought from her. It's gorgeous. I'm pretty sure I bought that on Etsy, so you can tell how long it's been since Brandy was excuse me, on Etsy. This is Gaia, which is another one of my favorite fabrics from her. It's a beautiful pastel multicolor look to it. I think I've called it several times the color, the non-neutral neutral. Just it has a little bit of color that really lots of things look well on it. This is Lotus. Nice pretty purple, light lavender, well, maybe more lilac. Passion, which this is very similar to well, no, it's not really. It's kind of, it's purple and pink. I was gonna say it's kind of similar to Hibiscus, but it's not. It's more color to it than Hibiscus has, like more of a tan undertone to it, or like cream and more of it than you get on this. But yeah. Princess, which is a beautiful blue. There's so much. You just keep buying it and then you don't realize how much you have. This has no name, but it's a light blue. I did that wrong, but Earth, just another one of my favorites from her. Just the light blue with some like pink streaks and modeling to it. I have several things going on Earth. This does not have a color or a name, but it is also a beautiful and these are all Luganas by Stitch Me. So I haven't been saying the designer because it's all the same. Frost, which is a beautiful light blue. I love this color. It's kind of like got a gray tone to it, but it's more on the blue side. I like it. And then the last one is Escape, which, oh, yes, that is gorgeous. I like that one too. Okay, so we've only got one box left, so it's going to be less than an hour and a half. I've been going kind of fast, so if you have any questions about anything, you know, what something was called, or when, you know, if you want anything, just send me a comment, reach out to me on Instagram. I check my, even if we don't follow each other, and people try to send me messages, I don't necessarily get it doesn't always tell me that I have a potential message waiting, but I do try to check that just in case, because I have found people there oh, you tried to send me a message a month ago, I'm sorry. That was a while ago. But this is the Wizard Jody Favish, her fabric, which is gorgeous. Gorgeous green, apple blossom, or light green, like a Granny Smith, oh, it's gorgeous. So that should not be in there because we have to put it in. This is 32 count easy guide. I'm not going to unroll this. I had thought that was my go-to for full coverages. It was not. This is another piece of Jody fabric. This is 32 count Lugana, and I won this and she sent it to me. The other piece is what I have Potions and Spells from Autumn Lane on. This is going to be Batman, I think. This is just white Lugana. This is Lime. This is I bought some different colors from Fire Poppies, just some fat quarters, like they're witched or they're something, it's just a solid color. But that's Lime. I got Charcoal. Silver Moon. It's a nice color. Oh, this is another piece of Jody fabric that I bought from Fire Poppies. This is Walled Green. Just another great green. It's got some gray to it. I love it. This is 32 count gingerbread Lugana from Picture This Plus. Tiny little piece of it that I bought from 123 Stitch. This is Phoenix by Picture This Plus, another 32 count. This piece right here, this Nordic Rhino, is also in this. I have a couple of pieces of it. I used that to make him last year. I started him after Christmas actually, but he was, first year I got to put him up. And then another same kind of piece. There's a different, sometimes you get a little bit more modeling and sometimes not. Yeah, that's Picture This Plus. Stellar by Picture This Plus, 32 count Lugana. This definitely has more of a purple look to it. I have a piece of it that's in linen, and it definitely has more purpley to it. I have something started on it, so it's not in this pack. This is 32 count Silvery Moon. Oh, I already had that. You've already seen that. But, yeah. And this is Vintage Stormy Night Lugana. I had to write it on a tag. Oh, this is the side. So like the Vintage Country Mocha, one side is printed with modeling, and then one side is not. So, alrighty. That's it. The only other thing in here is more easy guide that I will do something with at some point, because I'm not going to stitch a hate on 32 count easy guide. So that's my stash. It's quite a bit. There's a lot. I don't think I need to buy as much fabric next year. That probably is a goal that I should undertake. But you know, I love it so much. I'm definitely a fabric hoarder. I think Cassandra from Autumn Lane is, I don't know what her stash looks like, but she shows a lot of fabrics too every time that they do one, that she's been on a buying spree. So that's how I found a hand dyed by Rolanda. So these, I hope you've enjoyed that. It seemed to take less time than I thought it would, obviously, because I thought I was going to split it into 2 videos. But yeah, I hope that you've seen some colors that you like. Most of them, a lot of them you can find, a lot of the Be Stitch Me ones you can find on her website, and you can order from there. You know, there's going to be some difference from piece to piece and from fabric to fabric, so if you have questions or something, I would suggest sending Brandy a message and doing that. And then Fortnite does monthly fabric of the month. Most of mine was that, and then I have a few from their permanent collection, so you can check those out, or send Derek and Christian. I think starting the first of the year, Christian is like there all the time for Fortnite, so or maybe it was in December, I don't remember, but they're, you know, it's growing big enough that they're doing that, so you know, hit him up if there's something that you need. I think he's been very helpful of like doing anything like that. I mean, I've mostly talked to him about like projects that we're working on or things like that, so haven't been super much into the like, hey, I need this or that kind of thing, or can you do this? But I think Garrett has done that. Coffee Stitcher, he's ordered from them some things. So give him a shout out, see what he'll do for you. They did do a like sale over Black Friday, maybe Cyber Monday, and then they did one Labor Day, Memorial Day. They've done some sales, so if you're like me and enjoy a sale, that is a good time to order some stuff. Brandy also did that, so I mean, but I also get suckered into Friday Night Fight Night. But I've never got like 6 or 5 or even 4 on one of those. And there's been weeks that I don't get any. Like I either forget or sometimes I'm like, this just isn't, it's not speaking to me. So, or I miss out because I'm still looking at stuff. But anyway, thank you again. If you would like and subscribe, do all the YouTube things, I'd appreciate it. If you want to reach out and talk to me, that's the main reason why I do this thing. So to build more friendships in stitching, even if they're not here. Although on Virtual Stitchers, I found a stitcher that's in Broken Arrow. So and we've become more like friends than I didn't know her before that. So it was it's funny, you know, you find different things about people. I also found out the girl that I work with is a stitcher. I mean, she caught me in the copy room scanning a pattern that I was trying to put into a PDF so I could put it on my iPad. And I was like, oh, I didn't realize anybody else was still in the office. Cross stitch? Oh, I cross stitch. Oh, okay. And she's my age, or she's a little younger than me actually, but yeah. So I think Augie really wants me to stop talking to you all you know, he's getting a little antsy, I think. So anyway, you haven't been in this video. Here, come on up. Oh, he's yeah, he's a good boy. Yes, he is. Yes, he's a good dog. So anyway, I'm gonna try to do some kind of, there's the wind, some kind of year wrap up and talk about that stuff before the end of the year. If not, because I don't think I'll do another floss tube before the end of the year. And then go over some of like the goals I had and what I did and some stuff that I'm, you know, doing for next year. So yeah, so I think that's kind of what I'm thinking about. So anyway, happy stitching. Have a good one, everybody. Bye. Whoop.